Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me to another exciting episode of This Week in Real Estate. Hope to make this one a little bit shorter than normal. So had another very nice week of just some toned down things, and so I just made it for a nice enjoyable week. On to the market report. So not a lot of change. So Delaware County with 145 active listings with 132 pending. And Randolph County essentially the same at 35 active with 31 pending. Something I may start kind of keeping track on are the ones that sold throughout this kind of week snapshot. Also going to look at days on market, as that may be a factor coming up as the market shifts slightly. And so Delaware County this last week, of the 18 properties that sold, 31 days on market was the average. Obviously there's some at 1 day and there's some at 45 days, whatever, all that averages out to 31. And then Randolph County was shorter. There were 7 solds, completed sales this past week with an average of 15 days on market. So we'll keep that tracking a little bit and see what happens. On to the good, the bad, and the ugly. So some good things this week. Had a few listings that are kind of like in the wings, if you will. So either starting the pricing discussions, things like that, or just going out to view the property to start that process. So those will be eventually kind of coming up in the next few weeks. Looked at an investment property the other day, got in the crawl space, all that fun stuff. And again, we'll see how that pans out in the next couple weeks as well. Our last Farmland Friends football night was the last Thursday, and then Abrams fall ball, baseball was over the week before that, and so we actually have some evenings available to be at home all together, which has been very, very nice. And then over this past weekend, so the weekend before was the chili cook-off, kept us busy but was fun and great turnout. They had this weekend the fire prevention, so the fire department put that on. Great parade, had a lot of older model fire engines and things like that as we kind of celebrated the 100th anniversary of the fire engine that they have. Model T, I do believe. But so yeah, well, that was great. Great crowds up here in town, which is great to see. And then they do all the normal kind of fire prevention stuff if you haven't been. So it starts with the parade and goes into like prize sign up, so you can sign your kid up to win all these like awesome prizes. And the cap to that is the bike giveaways for different ages and different kiddos. And we didn't stay for all that. Rachel took 2 of the kids there to ride the fire truck, and Abram and I kind of looked at the old fire trucks during that time. And then there's popcorn, there's food. I mean, just overall great time. And again, fire department does a very good job in doing that. So that was a nice little weekend. The bad, because we were kind of busy running around doing that kind of stuff, would be that I didn't get to cutting the wood like I thought I would, but that's okay. Like I said, we have a pretty good store already, and just looking to clean up kind of some fence rows and some places in and around the house that some trees either need to come down or just chopped up. But also a bad thing that I think we've worked out, hopefully, is we got delayed in closing on Centennial, and it really wasn't one thing. It just everything came together and put us into a delay. So we had an issue with the seller schedule, we had a lender issue pop up, and a survey issue pop up. It'll all be fine, as my phone is going off right now, because I think we are scheduled for tomorrow to close that one out. And so I really hope that happens for everybody involved. So the ugly, again, happy to report there's nothing ugly going on, so that's awesome. But coming up, as I mentioned before, just some like prep stuff for some listings that are coming up. Again, I have an appointment here later on tonight or today that will be like the first visit of the home, kind of get an overall feel, able for me to do some better research on pricing and pricing strategies for this particular home. I was in it maybe 3 years ago or something like that, and so I got a good idea of what's there. I'll just tell you, it's an awesome place, and really hope to get that one pushed out here soon, get some professional photography on that one, because it's really going to be awesome. So another word of the day, awesome. Again, hopefully closing on this property on Centennial tomorrow. I'm thinking it'll happen. Think good thoughts. And then also after this, going over to Anderson. So Keller Williams is opening an office over there, and a friend of mine, Richard Beckham, is a part of that office. They're doing an open house. I think it actually started here a few minutes ago, but it's going kind of throughout the afternoon. So I'm gonna go stop by and say hello to them. And then if you're looking for anything to do this weekend, I went last year, not gonna go this year, but up in Wabash, evidently I'm everything chili now, but they hold an awesome, there's that word again, chili cook-off event there. When I went last year, I went by myself. I think Rachel and the kids were out of town for something. They had a down year with participants at about 70. And so 70 different teams and cookers and things like that. It's in their local park that has a paved walking trail kind of in and around. And there's just music, there's people dressed up crazy, there's food wagons, there's some games, and you just get, I think, a wristband or something on your hand, I forget. And so you're free range to go wherever you want and taste whatever you want. And so it was just really, really cool. Again, their down year last year of 70 people. So they said consistently they have over 100 teams out. And so it was a sight to behold, or sight to be held, and it was really fun. And so if you're looking for something to do on a nice fall day, go taste all the chili you would ever want. So it was really fun. And then also, is it this weekend? I think I'm off a weekend, but in the middle of the week, Solomon's birthday is coming up, number 6. And so we'll hold his party sometime after that. But little man is turning 6, so that's going to be fun. And so yeah, that's what I got. Again, things in the market have slowed down a little bit. This is the time of year most things slow down anyway, and so happy just to catch a breather, get some stuff prepped or wrapped up kind of paperwork wise this year, kind of looking into next year already. I know it's only October, but plan early. And then also getting some stuff done at home and able to relax an evening every now and then, so it's really great. So thank you for tuning in, and any questions or comments, leave those below. I'll reach out to you. And then as always, thank you, and I appreciate you guys, and until next time, see you.